Training camp just started, but the quarterback competition in Cleveland already feels like it's over. Day 1 didn't belong to Joe Flacco, it didn't belong to Kenny Pickett, and it sure didn't belong to third-round pick Dylan Gabriel. Nope. Day 1 belonged to Shadore Sanders, the so-called QB4, the 5th rounder, the son of Prime. The rookie they said was too confident for the league's taste. He walked into his first official NFL training camp and made the entire depth chart look like a suggestion, not a plan. From the very first step onto the practice field, the tone shifted. Number 12 wasn't supposed to make this much noise, not this fast. But as soon as Shedeur started his warm-ups, the difference was undeniable. Spirals cut through the summer air with surgical precision. His footwork was crisp, his timing flawless, and his composure unshakable. Fans in the bleachers noticed immediately. Before the first 11 on 11 even started, the crowd was buzzing, phones were up, voices were rising, and when team drills began, Shedeur didn't just participate, he owned the session. Gabriel didn't. Gabriel looked like a rookie trying to find his rhythm, trying not to fall behind. High throws, late reads, hesitation. Meanwhile, Shedeur was decisive and clean. His ball came out like he'd been here for years. His intermediate throws, those sideline outs and crossing routes, hit receivers in stride with authority. And when it came to the red zone, he threaded fades like a starter who's been running the offense all offseason. It was only day 1, but the gap was visible. Fans didn't need a stat sheet to see it. They started chanting before lunch, QB1, QB1, and they weren't chanting for the veteran. They weren't chanting for the third-round pick. They were chanting for the rookie they buried at the bottom of the depth chart. On paper, this was supposed to be a slow burn development year. Local analysts like Tony Grossi went on air saying Shedeur would be inactive most Sundays, calling him part of a 4-year plan, while Dylan Gabriel was expected to develop faster because he was drafted higher. That's the safe, traditional NFL logic, but in real time, on grass, with fans and cameras watching, that plan got shredded. Shedeur's ball popped, Gabriel's floated. Shedeur played like he belonged. Gabriel played like he was trying to survive. And that's the thing about quarterback battles, performance talks louder than draft position. In closed OTAs, Shedeur reportedly completed 77% of his passes, threw 9 touchdowns to just 1 deflection pick, and looked more composed with every rep. Gabriel, more reps, softer coverage looks, and still inconsistent. That carried into day 1 of camp. His first 3 throws were late and off target. 1 sailed, 1 skipped, and 1 nearly got picked. He settled in eventually, but the damage was done. The crowd groaned, the buzz was gone, and the rookie he's supposed to be ahead of, he was winning the building. Even Victor Four, a Browns insider who rarely stirs controversy, said it plainly. Shadore Sanders should get the opportunity to beat Dylan Gabriel out. His exact words: "You can't draft a short quarterback in the 3rd round just because he has a firm handshake and intangibles." That's the reality. Gabriel, listed at 5'11", struggles to see the middle of the field. His base falls apart under pressure. His timing slips the moment the pocket compresses. Meanwhile, Shedeur doesn't flinch. He steps, scans, and rips throws like he's been reading NFL defenses for years. And yet the narrative hasn't caught up to the reality. Media voices keep moving the goalposts. First they said he wouldn't be ready, then when he lights up camp, it's "we're sticking to the plan." Translation: draft status is still protecting Gabriel, but fans aren't fooled. They saw day 1, they saw QB4 outplay QB3 and QB2, and they saw the crowd chanting for the kid the league told them to be patient with. Momentum is like gravity in the NFL. You can't fake it. When players start gravitating to a rookie, the locker room feels it. Sources inside the facility say guys are already drifting towards Shedeur. Rookies are warming up with him. Second-year receivers are pulling him aside for extra work. Veterans are watching quietly but taking mental notes. Because when you see a rookie come in, stay late, fire darts, and walk off the field to fans chanting his name, you know something's different. Meanwhile, Gabriel looks like a rookie doing rookie things. He's not a disaster, but he's not a spark. He's not winning anyone over, and that's the problem. If you're the quarterback in a competition and you're not inspiring confidence, the battle is already slipping away. Shedeur is already the energy, he's already the story, and every day the Browns stick to the old plan, that disconnect grows. This is bigger than just football mechanics. This is about perception, credibility, and the politics of the NFL. Shadore Sanders wasn't supposed to be here this fast. He was supposed to be humbled. He was supposed to sit quietly, wear the baseball cap, and nod while Gabriel got the reps. But from the moment his cleats hit the grass, that plan got torched. And here's the part that's making the front office sweat. Fans don't just see a quarterback, they see a leader. Weeks before training camp, Shedeur skipped the ESPYs to host a fundraiser for families displaced by the Rainbow Terrace apartment fire. No cameras, no team PR directive, just a 22-year-old rookie giving his time, money, and energy to a community he barely knew. Compare that to the guys ahead of him on the depth chart. None of them made that kind of impact before their first NFL snap, and fans noticed that, cities noticed that, locker rooms noticed that. So now the Browns have a problem. Their long-term plan is colliding headfirst with reality. On one hand, they can stick to the script. They can keep Gabriel as QB3, let Shedeur stay in the shadows, and hope the hype cools off. On the other hand, every snap, every spiral, every chant is making that harder to justify. Because if your fourth-string rookie is the most exciting player on the field and you bury him, fans will start to question your vision. Players will start to wonder if performance actually matters. And the media, the same ones downplaying him now, will smell the controversy and amplify it tenfold. This isn't just about a rookie battle anymore. It's about the Browns' credibility. It's about whether they can recognize lightning when it strikes in their own facility. Every day, Shedeur sits behind Gabriel despite outplaying him. The pressure mounts. Every day the chants get louder. Every day that highlight clips hit social media, the story grows. And make no mistake, the league is watching. Because when the Browns finally give in, and they will, the NFL will realize they didn't just overlook a quarterback. They underestimated a phenomenon. They tried to file him under development project when he's already a movement. They tried to put a lid on prime DNA, and all they did was bottle pressure until it explodes on Sundays. So here's the reality. Shadore Sanders walked into camp as QB4. He walked off day one looking like QB1. And if Cleveland doesn't recognize it soon, the city, the locker room, and eventually the league will force their hand. Because every throw he makes is louder than the excuses. And every day he wins the field, the room, and the fans, the revolution gets harder to ignore.